Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. And today we have for you week 17 of the 2018 Major League Soccer regular season. Let's take a look at where we're at the week that was. You saw us play against LAFC, beat them 2-1 in a nice little home game. We got a good 3-game homestand right now. But New England Revolution last week, they got some revenge on us, and they ended up taking some points from us. You know, we got a pretty fortuitous 2-2 draw at their place. Saw that game on camera a couple weeks ago. But they came back and they smoked us at home 2-1 in front of only 13,000 fans. Not too excited about that. But you know, in terms of that series that we played against New England, we got 1 point at their place. They got 3 points at our place, so they come out 2 points ahead, move up even farther ahead of us on the table, and we'll take a look at the table in a minute, but let's take a look at this game. We didn't play particularly well. Again, our fullbacks not playing up to standard. Salmon 6.5, Giglio 6.2. Midfield played okay. Romero out on the wing had a bad day, so he got replaced by Vargas, and Vargas didn't do anything special out there either. So New England put it on us, and it was their main dudes. It was Nemeth and Padilla again, just killing us. We can take a look at the highlights here just to break things up a little bit. And you know, things were going well. Things were rolling. We had a 6-game unbeaten streak, and New England comes in and they take it out. There's Rowe to win up to Nemeth, and then just nice cross. And Padilla just beat our central defense right there. There wasn't anything special about that. There wasn't a great play in particular. He was just better at getting in position and winning that ball. Now here's Romero bringing it down the sideline. Martin gets it to Jackson, and Petrasa with a killer. He actually won goal of the week with that goal. So, you know, he got a little accolades for this game. But in the 76th minute, Padilla, again, just being better than our central defenders, gets it to Nemeth for an easy one. Easy tap-in goal. You can't really blame the goalkeeper for that. That's not Crepeau's fault. I mean, maybe he could have made an outstanding play if he was a better goalkeeper, but you can't put a young keeper in that kind of position and expect him to come out with success. So there we go. We got to bounce back against Houston. Take a look at the competitions and see where we're at. We are in 5th place, holding on to that playoff position. 20 games in, we got 8 wins, 4 draws, 8 losses, 28 total points, plus 7 goal differential. And it's our goal differential right now that's putting us ahead of Chicago, because they got the same number of points as we do. Actually, it's our one more win. The way MLS does it, it's our one more win that puts us ahead of Chicago rather than our goal differential, the way other leagues do it. But anyway, we got both of those factors going for us. One more win, a heck of a lot more goals than Chicago. We still have 4 points up on Toronto, so that's good. Orlando is also behind them. We're starting to put some distance between them and NYC and the bottom of the league. As far as Supporters Shield goes, we're 12th in the league. That's okay. That's mid-table. That's where we want to finish. But look who's on top. Look who's number 1. It's this week's opponent, Houston DYNAMO, and that's why I wanted to take a look at these fellas. They got 11 wins on the season, 3 draws, 5 losses, total of 36 points, and a plus 15 goal differential. They are killing it right now. They are the top goal differential club in the league. Let's take a look at these guys. Senior squad, what do they got going for them? Well, they got a tremendous front four. They've got some attackers that will make you jealous. First of all, Ellis. 4-star player right now, rocking a 6.5 6.69 average. 7.69. What am I talking about? 7.69. Yes. Read numbers right there. You can see them. Anyway, everybody on that front line is rocking 7s. Everybody in the midfield is rocking 7s. Everybody on the defense, even the goalkeeper, 7s or more. Jose Angel Barajas. Anyway, he's got an 8.25. He is only a 2-star guy. 21 years old. He's probably a rookie of some sort. 21-year-old American super draft player. Look at this guy. How good is he? He's all right. He is just sort of basically all right, and very nice mental abilities. Bravery. Positioning is good. Work rate is good. Tackling, of course, is pretty good. But other than that, he's pretty average, and he is their best-rated player on their team. So Houston is just playing well. They're working together. They are an outstanding team right now. And we got to deal with these chuckleheads. So we'll take, we'll take a little bit of a pause here and examine Houston. How about that? Look at their transfers. Transfer history. There we go. 2018 season. Apparently they have done nothing. No, that's loan deals. What am I looking at? There we go. So 2018 season, they've done some wheeling and dealing. They traded away Dylan Remick for some draft picks. 2018 draft picks. So that's where they got that central defender at, probably. They turned around and traded some of their own draft picks for Saad Abdul Salam, fullback, playing well for them. Made a lot of moves. They traded away a lot of their draft picks. Their 2020 draft pick to LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy seems to be loading up on draft picks for some reason. David Bingham. Got him goalkeeper. They needed that, I think. Then they traded away Alex Horvath. They traded away their own goalkeeper. 31 years old. That's probably why they had to get Bingham. Traded him to Colorado for a second-round pick. Interesting. So getting out with the old, in with the new. Then they bought one of our draft picks for $45,000 in allocation money. And then Sporting Kansas City traded them Romario Williams. Striker, 23 years old. Very pacey. Other than that, pretty average. 23-year-old Jamaican. They traded away their first-round pick in the 2021 draft. So Houston dumping draft picks, mostly. Interesting moves in the trade market. Transfers. Picked up Iago from Internacional, Murillo from Junior, and Martin Benitez from Independiente. So they made some interesting moves this season, and they seem to all be paying off. Overview. Who's their coach currently? Wilmer Cabrera is their current coach. Take a look at his history. He played for Long Island, apparently. What's his actual coaching stats? 3 head coaching jobs. Bought 15 players for $4 million. Sold 4 players for $1.3 million. No cups, no league wins. You look at this guy. Very good working with youngsters coach. Motivation, man management. Pretty good technical coach. Attacking, defending. Tactical coach. Judging player abilities is okay. Not great at judging potential. So that's probably why he's trading away all those draft picks and getting players for them, because he can see the players better than he can sort of judge the draft picks. He plays a defensive style, apparently. So, it's all coming together right now for Houston, and that's good for them. But for us, we got some interesting things coming up on the schedule. Not just in terms of games, but also in terms of the transfer market. Foreign transfer window opens in just 8 days. And so that's when we're going to get our big man, Yaya Toure, is going to join on the 16th. So we're getting ready for him. We're making some roster moves. We're sending some young players out on loan. You know, we looked for some loans for our 2 young strikers, Matt Johnson and Jan Franco Vasquez. Now, we did reject a couple of loan offers from the Vancouver Whitecaps Dose and from Louisville City, which I didn't really want to reject Louisville City because I got kind of a soft spot in my heart there. I got some family who live in Louisville, and they sent me some merchandise this Christmas from LCFC. Take a look at them. Louisville City FC, they play in the USL Eastern Conference. Look at these boys. They say their nickname is the Coopers, but that's not necessarily true. The Coopers are their supporters. And Louisville City is just LCFC or Lou City is what some people call them. And maybe our English developers of this game didn't want to call them Lou City, you know, for obvious colloquial reasons. But anyway, we did not send them there. Take a look at our transfer history. We actually sent them out to the New York Cosmos. That's one of the biggest clubs in the U.S. that's not currently in Major League Soccer. They've got big rivalries with the other New York clubs, the Red Bulls and NYCFC. So that's a big deal for him to go on loan there, and he's going to get first team. And the same with Matt Johnson with the Rochester Rhinos. There's nothing special about the Rhinos other than I think they're also in New York. I mean, not that that makes a difference, but yep, they're in Rochester, New York. So we sent both of our boys to New York, and they're going to give him first team duties. So that's very cool. And then the other thing to notice on this transfer list is Jeshen Vargas. We got some teams that are trying to buy him out from under us. His contract ends in 6 months. He's our #1 prospect, 4-star, 20-year-old winger. Colo Colo is trying to snatch him, and Universidad Católica, Catholic University, is that what that stands for? I don't know. My Spanish is worse than my French, so I'm not entirely sure, but that makes sense. So they're trying to snatch him out from underneath of us. So we've offered him a new contract, and he seems to be amenable, but he's, you know, doing the old, what do they say? He's waiting out his options or whatever. Anyway, weighing his options, I think is what they said. So anyway, and then the final bit of transfer news is we got our man Nick Dupuis back from loan. I think what he was on was a developmental deal, and that's why he was gone for 2 years, and that's why we couldn't recall him. That's why it ended in the middle of the season, I guess, just because that's when their season ended. I don't know. But anyway, the big 23-year-old American is back in the fold. He's a huge dude. He's just your classic target man. You throw it up to him, you let him head the ball, and he jumps higher and is just bigger than everybody else. So hopefully he can spell Jackson Hamel a little bit, and we don't have to play him every single game like we have been doing, although he's been doing fine with it. So it's also injury insurance from Jackson Hamel, and it allows us to send our other 17-year-old strikers out on loan, get them out of here. We'll let Nick Dupuis handle the reserve striker roles. Okay, so that's all of that encompassed into one. I think we can now get on to today's game. Let's respond. We're going with the old Form 2. Let's go. We're going to try to play our best players against Houston. Got everybody is fit. Everybody's healthy. Houston Dynamo is in first place. We might as well see what we're made of and see where we're at with the season coming not to a close, but it's coming to a head. You know, everybody's going to be fighting for those playoff positions, and it's now or never. You got to make your push, you got to make your run to the end, and try to get in the playoffs, because that's where we want to end up this season. We don't want to miss out. Also, we got to see where Toure fits in. Are we going to switch formations? Probably. I mean, I can't imagine us not switching formations. But if our midfield is playing bad and we just need to play two midfielders, just have our two best guys in there. Uh-oh, we got another. Everybody is still trying to trade for our international slot. So we told Philadelphia Union, like, I think, yeah, we'd trade for their goalkeeper, Blake, for one of our international player slots. And they're like, no, they're not going to do that. Richmond wants Bosic on loan, another youngster that we're going to send out. They want him as a backup, though. And I'm not keen on that. Offer's not good enough, I guess. So, yeah, we want him to play. If he's going to go somewhere, we want him to be a starter. So, maybe that's not too possible at 17 years old, but somebody will take him as a starter. Some smaller club will take him as a starter, and we'll see. Could send him back to our academy, I guess. We could send him out to Ottawa, possibly, if necessary. Might just do that. But anyway, there's our other loan players. Jaguar, he's a guy we might bring back from loan. He's playing pretty well. He seems to be doing okay out there on loan. Physically, though, he's fallen off, and he can't afford that. So we might have to bring him back on loan just to get him back training physically the right way. He's 20 years old. We need him to get much better than he is right now, because these kind of physicals aren't really going to cut it at the MLS level. He's got nice pace, but balance, jumping reach, fitness, strength, none of those are good enough for this level. He's got to work on those and work on those pretty hard. All right. Manier is finally back from injury. I mean, we haven't used him. We haven't needed him much, but he is another fullback, and with our fullbacks playing as poorly as they are, we could give him a try out at least. Let him try to play poorly. All right, so Houston, 5-2 favorites. This is probably the game of the week, because they're in outstanding form. They've won 5 in a row, and we're in strong form with 3 wins in our last 5. So it looks like the odds are a home victory for Montreal. Okay, so maybe Houston. No, I mean, there's no chance that they've got poor away form. Maybe their away form is slightly worse than their home form, but still. All right, so this is the best team we can currently muster. Crepeau in goal. Oh, before we get to that lineup, we had another injury. Not only is our starting goalkeeper Bush injured, but now our reserve goalkeeper Jop is injured and on the disabled list. So we've had to move the 16-year-old Montero up here to our reserve goalkeeper. So God help us if anything happens to Crepeau. And this is basically means it's Crepeau's job for now. But the transfer window is coming up, so we could make a move for goalkeeper. Let's submit this team and go ahead. Here we got Nick Dupuis. He is on the bench, ready to go. I guess we'll make him number 11, yes? Nah, number 20. I like to make strikers number 20. Just because. I like the number 20. I like strikers, so there you go. All right, Houston is going with the 4-2-3-1 attacking formation. Here's Iago Murillo. Sights in goal. Kovar and Machado playing defense. It's unbelievable. Ian Kovar, 7.15 rating. Cabezas, Seren, Ellis, and Manatas. Martinez and Benitez up top. 10 goals for Benitez. 15 goals for Ellis. 5 goals, 4 assists for Manotas. All right. Anyway, we are also going with the 4-2-4. Tran and Salmon, we're going to give them another shot because they form partnerships with their wingers. So maybe that's going to give them a little bit of an edge, make some passes, and get the ball downfield. Cabrera Diallo in central defense, holding it down. Crepeau in goal, of course. Andre Teixeira in the midfield. Vargas Romero on the wings. Jackson Hamel, Mancosu. So it's pretty much our starting lineup is in there. Team talk. I know we're the underdogs. But give the fans something to cheer for. Sure, whatever. Let's go. Oh, I didn't close down on anybody. Send the assistant. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I can't believe it's not a bigger crowd. It's still a pretty decent crowd, but we got a lot of empty seats. So we're going to have to close down on a lot of people here. Benitez. Definitely Ellis. And we'll mark tightly all the rest of these jokers. I don't know if their fullbacks are coming forward or not. So we shall see. All right. So let's get out of this first minute without giving up a goal. That would be nice. Crepeau handles that long cross easily. Looks like they might be trying to just bang it deep. So it's going to be up to our back line to hold firm. Kosu can't win the header. Gets it up to Benitez. Benitez on the attack for Houston. Martinez, he's got nice defense by Tran. Let's start the counterattack. Jackson to Mancosu. He's running down the middle. Gets it out wide to Vargas. Vargas using that speed. Getting down the left-hand side. Hits the cross. That was not a great cross. Sates just pushes it out of bounds. So here we go. Corner, near side. Vargas sends it in. Diallo is there. Our other defender didn't make a run because that's one of the things our play is supposed to do, right? You send it short corner. Defender heads it to the other post where the other defender is, and he knocks it in for an easy goal, but our other defender didn't make a run towards the far post. All right, Crepeau bangs it downfield. Hamel wins the header. Mancosu on the run. He's got the goalkeeper out, but he just hits Sights in the shoulder. And here's Houston. All right. Pretty exciting first 5 minutes. Diallo can't win that header. Mancosu tries to chase it down. He cannot. Now here's Houston on the counterattack. Martinez gets it stolen. Nice play. Tran gets it forward to Romero. Jackson out wide to Vargas. Can he go past his man? No, he ducks inside instead. Teixeira, he's got Jackson. Oh, that was a terrible pass from Teixeira. Jackson Hamel was making a run. Cabrera's just going to bomb it. Iago heads it, but Romero has it. Can Romero make a cross? No, he centers to Teixeira. Another bad pass from Teixeira. Come on, man. You're a $1 million man. We should expect a little more from you. Martinez, Murillo, he's got a man down the sideline. Ellis, we should be closing him. We should be marking him tightly. Do not let him go. There's an awful finish for Houston. That should have been a goal. Some sirens going on outside. Hopefully they're not coming for me. My terrible commentary. But anyway, 10 minutes. This has only been 10 minutes. It's all these highlights. This is an exciting game. Cabrera. Teixeira. Gets it out wide to Vargas. Again, Vargas cuts inside. Oh, nice pass to Mancosu. That's a goal. No! Wide. Come on. All right. Nobody's finishing. I mean, we're glad that Houston isn't, but we need to concentrate a little bit more. There's Ellis. Sends it forward. I'm not sure if it's actually pronounced Ellis. I think it is not, honestly. Elise? Possibly? Because I was watching... here's Seren takes a shot, Crepeau. I was watching some Major League Soccer. They got a pretty good YouTube channel, MLS on YouTube. And they were doing like all the incoming signees and breakdowns of all the different rosters of the teams. There's Romero with a steal. Gets it forward to Mancosu. Mancosu, get it across. No, he shoots it. And I think they pronounced his name Elise, but I could be mistaken. Anyway, we're going to call him Ellis until we hear otherwise. 22 minutes and counting. This has been a crazy first half. Lots of back and forth. 5 shots apiece. Only 1 on target for each team. All right, here's Romero. Gets it to Salmon. Back to Romero. He doesn't lose it, but he gets it forward to Jackson. Can't win the header, but Teder is there for the rebound. Andre gets it forward. Vargas all alone. Vargas. Yes. The young man looking for a new contract. I would really like to give you one. Honestly, thinking back on it, I should have secured him by giving him our young designated player slot. He's a 4-star player. He might be worth a young designated player slot. But he didn't want that big of a contract. He only wanted like less than $200,000 is what he wanted. So that's not designated player money. And we could have given it to him and given him a little bit more. But we gave him everything he wanted, so we'll see if that's enough. There's Seren. Sends it across. Oh, goal. Cabrera. Cabrera tried to clear it out, and he bounced it off of Kovar. Don't know who's going to get credit for that. Seren with a cross, and just doink. Yep. Wayward clearance. Clarence. So they are giving that goal to Kovar. And now he's looking motivated. So they tied it up 30 minutes in. I thought we could have held on to the end of the half. But we've struggled with possession. But this is not a possession type formation. So we don't have to worry about that really. Andre wins it in the box. Sends it forward to Mancosu. Back to Romero. Romero, get it forward. There's Mancosu on the run. Can he beat the defense? He does. He's got Jackson in front. He shoots it. Why did you not pass that? Your homeboy was wide open, running free. It's like Houston's trying to slow play it for the end of the half. Martinez has it. Nice steal by Vargas. Gets it to Jackson. Forward to Mancosu. He takes another shot. Work the ball in the box, boys. Work it in the box. Jackson. Vargas. You know, the thing about this formation, it encourages wide open play because it basically seeds the midfield to the opponent. And it just encourages them to run forward and run around. It reminds me of some philosophies in basketball, like sort of the run and gun philosophy in basketball. I guess it's kind of made famous right now by Golden State, Stephen Curry, but it's been played that way for a long time. There's just certain teams, UNLV Running Rebels back in the day, Loyola Marymount, those kind of teams that their goal was to score over 100 points, and they didn't care how many points you scored as long as they scored more. And that's kind of our philosophy right now, where we run it up and down the field. We put in a lot of pressure. We give you opportunities like this offside, but in return we're enticing you to come forward and give us opportunities. And I don't know that it's the most sound philosophy, but currently it's working and it's a lot of fun, so I'm happy with it. Mancosu 6.2 rating. We can't have that. That's the reason why it works, is because we got these two goal scorers up front who are finishing at an outstanding level. So if that stops happening, then our philosophy goes out the window and we got to try something else. But for now, as long as those two guys are in there and scoring goals, we can play this way and be happy about it. All right, dressing room. Team talk. Happy with your performance so far. Keep it up. Let's go. Analysis. Connecting on our crosses. Whipped crosses, I like that. Struggle with possession, don't need possession. Don't need possession. Seren is getting too much space. I can deal with that. Okay. So let's start the second half. Let's look at our analysis again, and let's go with the whipped crosses, and let's go with the closing down. We'll not retain possession. Okay. It looks like we lost the kickoff immediately. Benitez has it. Notice. Cabezas. Not familiar with a lot of these names. There's Sam, because we only play Houston twice. Oh, there's Mancosu on the run this time. He's wide open. You got to score. No, he gets tackled from behind. Bad game from Mancosu is sort of our worst nightmare. That's why we need another backup striker. Tadeo sends it in. Back post. Cabrera can't get there. Jackson Hamel chases it down. Let's go. Andre makes a play out wide to Tadeo. Great play. Can he get it in? Back post. Jackson. Yes. That's our guy, man. The aerial wizard going over to the home fans. Get a little love over there. Good job. So first he wins that ball. And look at him. He's out there. He's waiting, and then he makes his run and bang. He is so good in the air. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, his stats are good. His attributes, I should say, are good. They aren't that good. 14 heading, 14 jumping is good. But it ain't that good. Andre has the ball at semicircle. Gets it to Vargas. His shot. On target, but a little too on target. 51 minutes. Here's a corner from Vargas. Diallo. Nope. I mean, maybe we should just put Jackson Hamel at that short corner. Anyway, here's Seren. Headed away by Andre, but Kovar is going to get there. The luckiest man on earth. He sends it back to Benitez. Iago centers it. Nice tackle by Andre. Tadeo. He gets dispossessed, though. Terrible shot. There's a halfway decent supporter section there. A lot of orange in the corner for Houston. It's a long trip from Houston to Montreal. How are we doing? How are we looking ratings-wise? We're almost 60 minutes down. Here's Crepeau. Sends one downfield. Jackson doesn't go for the ball. Benitez has it. Bad pass. Salmon wins it forward to Mancosu. Is he going to get it forward to Jackson? Nope. Out wide to Salmon. Romero. He's just going to bomb it forward. Not a great play. Cabezas. Looks like they're trying to slow it down a little, maybe. Murillo to Elise. Cabezas. Martinez. Houston trying to slow it down a little bit. Keep possession. Send it back to Seren. Nice defense. Good defense. Salmon is playing pretty well. Be interesting to see what his rating is. Oh, wait. We had some analysis here. Pause. Had some analysis I wanted to look at. Yeah, Benitez is getting too much space on the edge, so let's mark him. Anything else? Midfield is being outnumbered. Well, how'd he do? Who would have guessed it? All right. Seren drops it back to Benitez. Benitez fires it over the goal. That's fine. Let him fire it over the goal. Who cares? Salmon with only 6.5. That seems to be where his rating is at, and maybe that's just because we're asking our fullbacks to do so much. Maybe that's just how it's going to be. But Tran has a 6.8. Vargas 8.2. Here's a Iago throw in for Houston. In our side, here's Machado. Nope. Get out of here. So they're starting to get more of the highlights, but they're not doing much with them. And Kosu with a 6.2. Machado has it. I mean, I'm tempted to bring in our other striker, but I'm not that tempted. Manotas. Suren. Cabezas. Get in there. Get stuck in. Come on. They're sending their fullbacks forward. Now they're out wide. Martinez off the post. Oh, Crapeau. What a stop. No, that wasn't a stop. That was just Elise missing high. Wow. Lucky. How lucky can you get? Andre wins the header at midfield. Vargas sends it forward to Jackson. Jackson looking. He crosses it. Mancosu is there. See, that's why you don't head him out, or you don't sub him out. He's just too good. He's too good. Look at that. 3-1 up on the Houston Dynamo. Killing it. We are killing it. Andre. Vargas, a nice play forward. I mean, we just got to get the ball to these two strikers, and everything is fine. Everything is wonderful. All right, 68 minutes down. How are we looking? Mancosu jumps to a 7.4 rating. Vargas an 8.6. Everybody else looking good. Salmon up to 6.7. Slowly improving our young fullbacks. That's what we need. How are they looking? Defensively, not so hot. Machado, 6.3. Iago, 6.4. Seren, 6.2. They've subbed out. They've made a couple of subs. Crepo, 75 minutes down. He bombs it downfield. Jackson sort of misinterpreted that pass. Elise has it. Seren. Bad pass. Alexander wasn't ready for that. Vargas intercepts. Jackson, is he going to get it forward to Mancosu? He is. He's on the run. He's past their defense. Out wide. Wide shot. 76 minutes. Kosu, Jackson, Vargas are crushing them. Goal apiece. I don't think we need to really make any substitutions. I think we can ride this one out. Everybody's healthy. I mean, Teder is a little bit tired, but not too bad. Romero, we could possibly sub him out. Bring in Petrasso. I guess that's an option. Not that we necessarily need to, but why not at this point? It's just, Romero has had an injury history this season. So if he's not playing well, if he's a little tired, get him out of there. Just avoid possibility of injuries. 81 minutes. No need to make any other substitutions. I think we're good. I think our defensive ratings are going to be a little low, but Tran has a 7.0. Here's Teder with not a great free kick. Because we're just asking our defenders to sit back and bomb the ball forward. So they probably all have a lot of turnovers and not a great passing record, but defensively they're doing okay. Here's Vargas with a shot. As long as Vargas stays aggressive, he's a pretty good player. But he's still young. Manotas. What's he going to do? He's going to send it across the formation. Petrasso. Wow, another great stop by Crapeau. The youngsters holding it down at goalkeeper. It's pretty amazing. I mean, I guess he is capped for Team Canada, but I don't think he's started for Team Canada. 89 minutes. Got one cap. 5 under 20 caps. Tran is injured. His best game of the season, and he's got to get injured. All right. Giglio, get in there, my man. Try not to muck anything up. "93 minutes. You got 1 minute to go. You can handle it. You can play for 1 minute. Martinez, Manotas, Elise. Benik. Oh, he slides one wide. Here we go. We're a minute overdue. This should be it. Salmon with the throw-in. Where's the whistle? There's the whistle, right? Petrasso got hammered. Gonna give us one last free kick. Nope. No need. No need. 3-1 victory over the best team in the league. I mean, it was at home. But still, gotta be impressed with that. Tran injured 90 plus 2. So he almost made it to the end of the game, but really, really good. Hamel, 8.6. Mancosu, 7.9. And he missed a lot of chances. Vargas, a 9.0 rating. Goal. Tadeo, 8 and an assist. Andre played well. So that's a really nice little tandem that's starting to form in the midfield, with Andre playing that segundo volante role, and Tadeo playing his, I think he plays box to box. So we got two guys who are roaming all up and down the midfield. That seems to work. Defensively, we just got to hold it together and score some goals. It's pretty good. Tell the boys you played very happy. Very happy. I hate those passive-aggressive ones. So there we go. Houston Dynamo in the books. Get out of here. Solid defense. A foundation for a memorable victory. Tran injured for 3 to 4 weeks. It's no good. We're gonna have to have some makeshift fullbacks out there on the left. No need to put him on the injured reserve. Get out of here. Tran on the injured reserve list. Nah, no thanks. Vargas played very well. That's not going to help his interest from those other clubs. I mean, those other clubs are probably going to maybe up. I hope they give us a chance to match any contract offers, but it doesn't seem to work that way. A lot of times the other clubs, they'll get to send in, maybe multiple times, and you'll only get one chance. So I don't know if that's very fair, but whatever. Andre is unhappy with the extra amount of training he's been asked to do. What's he doing? Oh, he's trying to switch the ball to the other side. I don't really care about that. Whatever. We'll dial back his training a little bit just so he doesn't get unhappy. Salmon feels the individual blah 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 is not blah 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 blah. Okay. What are you doing? Jumping reach. Let's improve his strength. There we go. All right. So what do we got next? We got Minnesota United, then we got the transfer deadline, then we got Toronto FC. So I think we'll come back for the Toronto game and show off our new players. If we have more than one, I don't know. We'll see. We got some moves to make in the summer transfer window. Not too many moves. I learned, valuable lesson from my Clyde FC game. We don't want to upset the apple cart here. But we might need a goalkeeper, although Crapeau is playing really well. We might need a reserve striker. We might need a left fullback. I don't know. We'll see what's out there. And, come back then. So, until next week 19, I guess, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.